Hello everyone, this is Steven Fox and this is my Cubot Cheetah review. It's a bit of fingerprint magnet, but it looks absolutely stunning, as you can check it out. Welcome everyone, as usual I'll start with the unboxing. This is the Cubot Cheetah 2, the second in the Cheetah smartphone line from Cubot. This is their flagship. Now it's nice that they provide a good shockproof silicone case straight out of the box, which is great. You also get your quick start guide and your USB Type-C cable and standard charger. This does charge faster. I have a QC Quick Charge 3.0 device and charges the phone for 2 hours tops. Now let's take a look at the device. As you can see, really gorgeous flagship looking, kind of like OnePlus One, OnePlus 3 or a Samsung device. Very slick and elegant. Front fingerprint sensor works very well. It's not absolutely the fastest, but it's really accurate. It works every time. As you can see, it's Cubot, of course, Google certified. Have all the Google apps working pretty well on the device. Very stylish indeed. This packs a 16 megapixel back Samsung camera and the 30 megapixel Sony IMX front camera, and a USB Type-C port. And I think this makes it the cheapest USB Type-C port phone on the market at around $140. Tell me what you think. Now here's the device booted up. As you can see, really vanilla stock Android, very Nexus feel to it. Very user-friendly, absolutely no bloatware, absolutely no ridiculous settings menus. It doesn't have any themes, however, and well, you can just really tune up the display very well with the mirror vision. You can calibrate it great. Sound is okay. You have some sound from the bottom speaker. It's just single bottom speaker. It's good, and I've installed a bunch of games in there and took like 100 photos, and I just used 6 GB of the internal storage, and as you can see, more than half the RAM is available. Since this is really stock Android, this takes like 2 or 3 gigs of the total memory, so this is great because usually most devices take up to 5-6, so you get plenty of storage left. As you can see, this is a multi-language ROM. Basically every language that I know of is in there, and maybe some that I don't know. Running 6.0 Marshmallow straight out of the box. Very cool, very slick UI, very user-friendly. The customizations you can do is you can choose wallpapers, of course, from the preload, or you can choose your own. And of course do some widgets. And now for the hardware info. This is an MT6753 Octa-Core 64-bit chip, which is quite sufficient for all your daily tasks. As you see, multitasking is no problem. And it's powered by the Mali-T720 tri-core GPU, which is okay for most games. So you can see 16.3 Samsung 5K ISO still camera and a 13.3 megapixel Sony IMX219 front camera. And these devices look very well and perform good. And hopefully, I was really surprised that Cubot have packed all the necessary sensors like magnetic and gyro in there. And for the LTE bands, as you can see, 1, 3, 7 and 20 bands are supported from this chipset. So if you're in Europe or in Asia, you'll get 4G no problem on this one. Benchmark is nothing special, but for this price point, it's okay for me, and you won't notice any lag in your general performance. Most heavy games really do run quite good, but some of them lag from time to time, as you'll see later on.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
As you can see, multitasking is not a problem. You can run on 3 gigs of RAM. Cubot have very well optimized the memory usage. You can run like 20-30 apps and a few games and just switch between them, absolutely no problem. Rarely something will reload. So this is a premium packaged phone, very good for HD display, as you can check it out. It's an IPS panel, great viewing angles, very well built, premium feel to it, good cameras, and as you can see, performance is not an issue when it comes to your general 95% cases that you get. And you see, I've even installed a lot of heavy games in there, and thanks to Cubot's optimization, most of them run pretty well. As you can see, switching to social media, YouTube, and even some browsing doesn't slow down the phone quite a lot, and it's a great device to have for day-to-day. I think it's practically one of the most feature-rich devices you can get for $140, and probably the best-looking one. Especially this blue one that I have, it's really great. This great metallic blue tint to it. Light looks great. You can see no problems multitasking on Android 6.0. Browsing looks really well as well, feels really well. As you can see, I'm downloading a game in the background, running another game, switching between apps. Everything is as smooth as you can get. Now let's go to the YouTube and sound check. And the sound 3 and Xiaomi Mi 5S Plus. Sony camera on the back. Here you can see the packaging of both devices. The new Android Nougat team that actually looks like Google Pixel, so now we've come to the camera review. This is a 16 megapixel cam made by Samsung. As you can see, you pretty standard MTK app. You can choose ISO and image size, and it's 4x3 or 16:9. Photos themselves look good on good lighting conditions. This is not a very good low light performing camera, but this headset merely compensates with the front cam, which is very good for its class, I think the best in its class, and the back cam is also quite good if there's good lighting conditions. It tends to just a little bit overexpose the photos, but that's okay. It's just a $140 phone. And here's the front cam. You also get HDR on the front cam. It's a 13 megapixel one made by Sony. It's the Sony IMX219. And in good lighting conditions, especially with HDR on, selfies look really good. They actually look great. As this, I think, is the best selfie camera phone you can get for like below $200. Very good selfie camera. It captures details very well. It has autofocus, and it's especially with HDR enabled, shots look great, as you'll see. Let me just take a photo. You can see this is great. There's a bit of noise, but there's plenty of detail on that shot. I don't think you can get this kind of quality in any $140 phone. Very admirable indeed. Now let's check a few macro shots. And this camera can do macros really well. It's a Samsung camera, but the lenses are quite good. So in good lighting conditions, you get very good macro shots, especially with HDR enabled, as I said. This is without HDR, and the photo gets just a little bit overexposed. If you tune the exposure to -1, it will be okay. And now let's turn on HDR, and you'll see It's a much better photo, but it takes a bit longer to snap it. So this is a really good camera package. Just don't expect great low light performance from it, but in good lighting conditions these cameras are absolutely great. Either it's a selfie or a quick snap and go shot. They're really good for $140. I would say maybe one of the best in the class, in the price class. Definitely selfie cameras the best in the price class I've seen. And here's a video of the front cam. Now let's take a look at the photos. This is an HDR taken photo outside. As you can see, there's really lots of details, good macro shots in good lighting conditions. Very admirable performance of both cameras. Video is not great, especially on the front cam. Video is only 720p for now, but I think they'll get full HD with an update. This is a full HD video recorded while I was walking with the main camera. As you can see, it's details are quite good, but it does get a bit overexposed. The front cam video of the Cheetah 2. As you can see, it's okay. It's a very stylish phone indeed, with a 16 megapixel back cam and a 30 megapixel front cam. Great for you selfie lovers out there. Keep it smart for moves. Now for the conclusion. It has a great design, display and build quality, best front-facing camera at this price, clean UI, good general performance, but battery life can be better, video quality on both cams is definitely below par, and heavy 3D game on high settings will lag. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you like the device, buy it. If you want more,
stick around.